Hey, rise and SKOL, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Lupagus. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a wonderful day today.
It's a chilly morning. I had minus 21 on the old temperature reading device thermometer.
Minus 21. Mike Hughes. Mike Hughes, 21. What better way to start the day than talking some Vikings with Rise and SKOL? Hit that sub, comment, like. We're almost at 13,200 subs, so appreciate all the latest subs. They're coming in hot and heavy.
And breaking news for Rise and SKOL, we've been named the top weekly Viking morning show out there.
And potentially maybe the only one. And we were named by us.
By us, yeah. So it's just going to get there.
All right, we got news. We got trivia. I got some scenarios for Lupagus. We got a member giveaway, which we already did. Top comments. A little game of Who Would You Do? So stick around through the whole damn thing. But let's get into the news. Latest news coming out yesterday that the Bears have, in fact, requested an interview with Durante Jones for their DC coordinator. Great idea by the Bears. He's fantastic. I would hate to see him go.
I'd hate to see him go, but if Flores is sticking around, I mean, I don't want to say he's expendable, but he was always seen as the next man up if Flores did go. Durante Jones was the in-house option, the sexy in-house option. The dude deserves it. He's a hell of a coordinator, hell of a defensive coach. I'd hate to see him go to the Bears. Like, he knows our offense very well, and instant information to a division opponent is never good. I know the Zero Doinks boys are very excited about this.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you be? I mean, he's one of the hottest names out there as far as being the next DC guy. So, you know what? Love it for him. Flores, sounds like he's going to stay. So you're right. So we'll keep our eyes peeled on that. Former Viking signed with the Eagles practice squad. I can't think of a worse team to go to than the Eagles, and it was Nick effing Muse. Nick, you can say no.
Yeah. They're taking over our 2022 draft class. First they get Lewis C. Now they have Nick Muse. Damn you, Eagles. You know what? Nick Muse, I like him. I think he's a weird dude. I'd like to hang out with him sometime. I love the picture he gave us of the South Carolina college picture where he's doing the pose.
Give it to us. Give it to the internet.
He gave it to the world. What a gift he gave us. Yeah, he's on the Eagles now. It was weird because you heard about it 2 days ago, and I didn't really see anything on Twitter until yesterday or last night. So I don't know.
Nick Muse's people, they called me and said, just heads up for the show. He's going to be signing with you. Yeah, you know what? Maybe next year they'll have Ty Chandler and Ed Ingram. Yeah. Keep picking, but he's gone. He's gone. Ben Gosling coming out and saying he wouldn't be surprised if Kwesi gets an extension that matches KOC's, and says the reason KOC's contract length hasn't been released is because Kwesi's negotiations are ongoing. Smart. Very smart.
Yeah, why not keep them together? They work hand in hand beautifully. They didn't have a joint press conference at the end of the year this year, which was kind of weird because they usually kind of bounce off each other well. But yeah, extend him. Yeah, his draft hasn't been great, but his free agency class is through the freaking roof. So yeah, bring him back.
Dalton Reisner, Alec Lewis coming out and saying he does not see him coming back. Basically just says, I don't really see it. And that's about really
Does anyone see him coming back?
He just said it. So I was put it out there. And then before we get into trivia and some comments and everything else, let's just give a quick coaching update. Like, it appears, barring Durante Jones going to the Bears, we could have everybody back, which I'm actually very surprised about.
Yeah, Josh McCown was going to get an interview somewhere, but it was going to be like a lateral move, and said he's not going to take that. So why would he take that? Yeah, so you come back, you talk about these windows being open, and I know we have a young quarterback this year, so who knows how that's going to go, but coaching staff coming back is a big part of keeping your window open, and I love that this group has come back fully intact. Sounds like nothing's really happened with Grant Udinski yet either. Nothing's really rolling there.
Yeah, I'm more surprised. Like Keenan McCardle didn't really get any run this one. Last year he was getting some interviews. Like, I'm surprised he wasn't getting an OC looks. Brian Flores, yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. But everybody's here to stay.
Maybe he butchered his interview like I did my first Pizza Hut interview. Just really.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of stress. You got to say the right answer. Sometimes they just don't come out. Let's go to the trivia, which will show the answer at the end. Kapow! Who is the all-time leader in interceptions returned for touchdowns in their career?
Like Viking leader?
Viking leader. No, this is for the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, I don't know. I assume, but it wasn't in the question, so it could have been anybody.
New silhouette this week, by the way. It appears he's wearing a hoodie, so I'm getting a little more.
I know those ears.
It could be, actually. Yeah, I do got some ears. What do you want me to do? Cut them off? All right, so answer coming.
You got them from old Scratch Ass is where you got them from.
Answer coming a little bit. Top comments of the week. Let's roll through these. SKOL Mafia just says, Shitberry gotta go. Shitberry gotta go. And I put that one on there because I did my dream off season.
Mm-hmm.
And I admitted, like, you know, I have to make it a dream, but also mildly realistic. So I got 2 beautiful new guards, and I said, I kept Bradbury. I got killed for it. Nobody liked that. Everyone was very upset with me, including SKOL Mafia.
Yeah, no, I get why they're upset, but I also think that it's a real possibility. That's what they do.
Yeah, it became very apparent how much people do not want Garrett Bradbury back. Let's go to Jeff Whitney. He says, so these 2 guys want us to bring back the same 2 crap running backs back that led us to one of the worst running games in the league. Have you 2 watched the playoffs and watched some of these other running backs, and you still want these 2 crap running backs back?
Crap.
I couldn't believe it.
These are the 2 best running backs we've had in like 6 years. I mean, Delvin in his prime obviously was better, but, you know, he faded out. So for 3 years, the best running backs we've had, yeah, bring them back. Shit, it wasn't Aaron Jones' fault that, you know, yeah, he had a couple fumbles, but he had a great year. Cam Akers was a great number 2. Why would you not want them back? I know KLC doesn't run the ball a lot, but we have other areas we need to put a lot of money into. I don't think either of those running backs is going to break the bank. So I'd rather invest the money somewhere else, bring those guys back, draft a guy, and go with that 3-headed attack.
Yeah, for me, it's not so much like I'm begging for them to bring them back. It's just like the lack of option. It's either we draft one or they come back, because free agency, I just don't see guys out there that they're going to spend. I mean, you might as well bring these guys back. And KOC kind of did a running game dirty. Like when he got in the red zone, just did some weird shit, never really tried to run the ball, pounded in. So I give him a little bit of leeway.
Neither one was crap. I mean, a crap running. I mean, that's just rude to say. Like PFF
you
had
said Aaron crap like 3 times in this comment.
PFF had Aaron Jones in the top 10 free agents available in their top 75. So what does that tell you?
Tell you that he's awesome. 0516 SKH says, I ate meatloaf as I watched this.
Yeah, I wonder if it was just straight up regular meatloaf. I used to make bacon cheeseburger meatloaf. It had like 10 pieces of bacon, like a pound of shit. It was so good. And I thought my family loved it. And I found out just a couple years ago that no one really liked it but me.
Don't mess with a good thing. Meatloaf is pretty good by itself. You're probably dumping nacho cheese on it.
I know, it was
bacon bits.
It was probably, every bite probably had like 3,000 calories in it though.
It does sound good. It does sound good. Today is a good day for meatloaf for how cold it is. The best part about meatloaf is the meatloaf sandwiches the next day. Cold, do not warm it up.
Yeah, this guy I didn't really like much. He always talked about his meatloaf sandwiches, so I steer clear of those.
That is nuts. All right, Jared says they aren't going to replace Pace in the starting lineup, especially if he's cheap. Yeah, Greenlaw would be awesome, but I see them spending that money elsewhere, like center. LOL. Everybody, it always comes back to the center. And just like Bradbury, I got murdered. Everybody loves Ivan Pace.
Yeah.
Get it. I love Ivan Pace. But I got killed that I replaced him with Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah, I mean, you can upgrade him. So the linebacker who's out there who can cover. But does Flores want that? I think he likes having Ivan Pace flying in to attack the run in the first 2 downs, and he swaps it up with somebody else. So I don't know. It's up to your DC. I think we could all see like a 3-down linebacker would really help this defense. I just don't know if that's what Brian Flores wants.
Well, and the reason one of the other reasons I put this on there is he's right. Like Pace is a very cheap, not dependable. I don't know what it's called. He's a very cheap option for a starter that isn't a complete liability. Like I've done so much digging on Ivan Pace lately. Like his tackle miss rate is so bad compared to other linebackers. And I mean, nobody can disagree that Dre Greenlaw would be a huge upgrade, but they probably do want to put money elsewhere. Like I do expect Ivan Pace to probably be the guy next year.
Yeah, and when he's missing those tackles, he's doing like in the backfield, like so everybody can see it. Like it's just glaring. Like when he comes back there, I mean, he
gives you hope.
Creates disruption. He's a disruptor.
He's a disruptor. Unfortunately, generally they keep going for
bad at finishing.
So I'm good at finishing. The Easy Rider Man says, is this what being a fan is about? Every year you just analyze where the players are going to be drafted. Don't you get sick of it? It's never about the Super Bowl for the Vikings. It's always about who the Vikings are drafting in April. This is pathetic.
I don't get sick of it, actually. I love it.
This is the best time of the year. This is hope. This is hope. This is what could be, man.
I love it, but I am getting more and more aware, like when you are good and you get to the playoffs, like it's just you have to perform. Like it's now or never. You can't think, oh my God, we're good now. Imagine next year we're gonna be even better. You got to ride the season that you're in and put all the marbles in. Like I mean, we saw the Vikings do this a little bit. When you trade for Cam Robinson, when Darisaw goes down, you try to like. I feel like they did put some chips in to make that push. It fell apart in the end, but
love chips.
I love seeing this team like recognize that, like, hey, this is an opportunity. Let's put the best team together we can, and acquiring assets to do that in season. I appreciated that. Just say that.
Yeah, and I just really the off season's the best time of the year. I mean, unless you're still playing, off season is what we wait for. Love it. Love everything.
And you said the key word. The key word is hope. Hope.
Hope floats.
Vikings fans don't have hope. We have nothing.
I saw hope floats in the theater with what's her name, Sandra Bullock.
Floats besides hope.
That's gross. This is a morning show. People are probably eating breakfast. So those are the top comments of the week. I want to go to a scenario that was out there on Twitter quite a bit. This guy appears to be moving on from his team, and I would say he's old, still playing at a decent level. But there were some articles out there that had the Vikings as a potential top target for him. What do you think about Cooper? Yup. Get it? See what I did?
Yeah, I get it. So we'd have to trade for him,
huh? They might release him. They eat a ton of money. So the scenarios out there are, so Cooper Kupp is he's gonna make like $29 million next year. So whoever's trading for him would involve restructuring that contract because nobody's paying him 30. So take that contract, not for what it is. So I want to know if you do Cooper. Yup. I'm so proud of that.
Yeah, it's really, really witty.
All right.
Pretty good.
5th round pick next year, we get Cooper Kupp. You have to take into consideration he'd probably still come at a decent tag, but it ain't no $29 million. Him, Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I'm aware of what the threesome would be.
Cooper freaking Kupp. 5th round pick next year. 5th round pick for Cooper Kupp. One of the best.
I don't think his game's really fallen off. I mean, I know he's not getting the targets he was because Puka Nacua is so damn good. And they run the ball a lot. I still think he's a very good player. Shit. Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
Man, imagine him as your number 3.
Well, if JJ McCarthy's first year, giving him another option in the passing game, why not?
Cooper Kupp, very familiar with Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell, very familiar with Cooper Kupp. Probably a pretty mild pipe dream as far as him coming here, but he ain't going to be on the Rams. Somebody's going to want him. Somebody's going to want him. All right, so you are Cooper. Yup.
Slightly, yeah.
All right, we still got so the member giveaway this month for their members was for the Happy Nuts. Check out Happy Nuts. Fantastic as always. Look at that beautiful stuff. And this month's winner was, in fact, a very familiar name, and it was Julian freaking Marker.
Really?
Julian Marker taking it home. He's going to have some Happy Nuts. So hit us up, Julian. I'll hit you up as well. We still got the trivia answer.
And also, hit his nuts up.
He will. We got a little game of Who'd You Do?
I don't have any name on my radar yet for this trivia, so I may have to think about this a little bit more.
So for Who Would You Do, it's all free agents. 3 free agents, a top tier, middle tier, and then just a really random dude at the end. That really makes no sense.
There's always
I want to know. What's that?
There's always one every year.
I want to know who you do out of these scenarios.
Probably anybody.
Got Candace.
Ooh.
Candace is pretty. We got Will Fries, Milton Williams, and Jeremy Chin.
Remember he scored 2 touchdowns back-to-back against us?
He actually had a damn good season this year. He fell off the map after like his rookie year.
Yeah, after he scored 2 touchdowns against us.
Yeah, so that is Candace.
And I'm thinking Candace Cameron.
Next up on Who Would You Do? Pauline. Trey Smith, there he is. There's the load. It's all over the place. Tyler Boyd is the most random person I've ever put there.
Yeah, that was shocking to see Tyler Boyd come up. I like it, though. Good players. How did Kinlaw do for the Jets this year?
He was fine. I think he had 4.5 sacks. He had his best sack season, but pretty standard for Javon Kinlaw. And finally, Greta, Mekhi Becton, B.J. Hill, and the old man, Campbell. I snuck in the old man Withers. Look at that D-line.
Yeah, it's a hell of a D-line. I I'm sorry. Candace is too damn sexy for me. I can't pass on Will Fries. I know he's coming off a broken leg, but he grayed out so damn high in both pass and run blocking. Milton Williams is the guy I definitely want as a disruptor on the interior. And Jeremy Chin, why not? You lose Harrison Smith, you lose the Cam Bynum, get an established starter back there. Jeremy Chin, maybe pair him with a Theo Jackson. Boom, ready to roll.
Wow. All right. Trey Smith just didn't do it. Was it Tyler Boyd that turned you off?
Yeah, it was the whole ass end of that. Just didn't really excite me.
Yeah.
Pauline's lower half didn't get me going.
Greta's. I really want Mekhi Becton. I really want him.
I know you do.
I want him
bad. You said it. You could tell.
He's ginormous and he's damn good guard. Damn good guard. First year at guard, and he just absolutely dominated. So, all right, let us know in the comments who you would do. Let's finish this thing off with the trivia answer. Do you have an answer? Let me give you the question one more time. Who is the all-time leader in interceptions returned for touchdowns in their career?
I'm gonna go Joey Browner.
Joey Browner was second. Number one. Actually, there was a lot of people second. A lot of people tied for 3, but the number 1 is the most handsome sons of bitches you'll ever run across. And that is freaking Hitman. Hitman had 4 of those puppies.
Huh, I didn't think he had that many.
Let's give it up to Hitman. Yes, and deep down, I hope he comes back next year and puts a 5 on that thing. Nobody else wants it back. He probably wants it back.
Was that his silhouette?
No.
Because his ears really matched up. Is he your dad?
What about mine?
It was you.
Yeah, no. All right, that is it for Rise and SKOL. We appreciate everybody who hopped on this Friday morning. Julian Marker hit us up.
Yeah.
Keep those comments coming. We'll always put those in. We'll be here all damn weekend. There's plenty to talk about.
Yeah, remember this. The largest grocery store chain in the United States is
Publix.
Walmart.
Walmart.